Decision versus choices. Today I want to talk about the difference between the two and how it can help you make much faster decisions. The other day I came back from a bachelor weekend. I was exhausted and I arrived at the airport and was thinking, like, should I take public transport versus a cab versus a taxi? And they're kind of take the same time to get home, but one you have to switch, you have to get there, etc. So it's a little bit more exhausting, or the taxi is more convenient. And I was like trying, okay, should I save money or should I save time and convenience? And I was kind of standing there and didn't decide. And then I reminded myself, this is really silly. So you kind of need to, and I talked about this in another video, automate that decision. So now my rule is, when I'm exhausted, I take a taxi. Otherwise, I take public transport and I don't think about it anymore. And what I want to talk today about is that this is a decision, you can automate it, versus a choice. A choice is something that you consciously need to think through. So many times in life, we really make decisions into choices where we shouldn't. So for example, what you eat for dinner, some people are struggling to decide, or the example I just gave, taxi versus a cab. And here you should realize that this is a decision. It won't have an impact for your future life. That's why I kind of differentiate from a choice. It's irrelevant. It's in the moment, and one is, one has advantage like being cheaper, one has advantage like being faster or more convenient, but it's like, which burger to eat. It doesn't really matter in hindsight. It matters in that moment. But once you realize that, you can make the decision much faster. And so either you have models that kind of define how you react how you decide in a certain moment, or you just are aware of the irrelevance of it, and as a result you just pick one randomly, or the one that sounded nice, or that one that starts with the letter of your sister, whatever. But I think it's important to differentiate the one, so you don't end up in decision lethargy, or basically inability to make decisions, which can really be exhausting, because you're kind of struggling. And so if you define models for that and you realize that choices and decisions are different, it makes your life a lot easier.